Song Yadong is a cheater, and he should be kicked from the sport and executed for his crimes against your favorite fighter's favorite fighter, Henry Cejudo, one of the all-time best, one of the most exciting fighters. We all know what happened last weekend with the eye poke. You can see it right here. Oh, let me mute that. I mean, look at that. That's pretty fucking bad. We all know Henry took the 5 minutes. Um, and round three ends, and he's yelling he can't see, kind of making a whole show of it. Yes, I think maybe he could have continued, maybe not. Maybe he was trying to get a point taken off and hopefully win a technical decision or draw or something. Maybe he wasn't as compromised as we all think, but I'm not really going to talk about that because if you don't want to fight, you don't want to fight. That's fine. But what I do want to talk about is what Dana said after in the post fight press conference about the eye pokes. And I also want to, at the end, show some proof. I think Song actually missed weight, but they let it slide. So yeah, we're gonna get all into that. And also, Henry Cejudo pressed Jason Herzog. Beautiful stuff here. But yeah, I want to look into. I want to hear this real quick. Show you guys.
Over here. Obviously, eye pokes have been a problem for many, many years. You tried to solve them with new gloves, and they're going to be in the sport. But like a significant eye poke like that, do you believe a point should have been taken?
If you thought it was intentional. If you thought he intentionally poked him in the eye, do you believe it was intentional? Yes? Why would he poke him in the eye? He was doing pretty well. If he was getting his ass whooped and poked him in the eye, you could probably make the argument. But you're not sure it wasn't intentional.
No, it didn't.
What's your last name? Cejudo? Jimmy Cejudo over here thinks it was an intentional eye poke.
It didn't seem. No, yeah, I get your point, but it was fight altering, right? So,
yeah. I mean, yeah. Yeah, listen, eye pokes are never good, but like you said, they happen a lot, and fights do continue after eye pokes. It's I mean, I don't know. I'd have to look and see how many fights were actually stopped due to an eye poke. Not many.
Right. Fluffy Hernandez picks up.
Okay, so the first thing he's saying, only a point should be taken if an eye poke is, if it's like on purpose. First of all, I think 99% of eye pokes are probably on accident. Like, I don't think I've ever seen someone purposely poke someone in the eye. But also, I would argue a lot of the eye pokes, they're not being, 100% cautious. I mean, they're sticking their fingers out, as what Song did. And honestly, I think the only way to stop that is to give like an immediate point, depending on the eye poke, of course. But I mean, let me go back to it. One as serious as this, I mean, that's bullshit because that is gonna fuck you up for the whole fight. And Song gets no repercussions. I mean, he gets nothing happens to him, and Cejudo's fucked. Same with the nutsack kick, probably not as bad, but I mean, because if that happens to me, if I get poked in the eye really bad or I get kicked in the nuts really hard and nothing, no point deduction or anything for my opponent, why the fuck would I not do the same? Why would I not purposely kick him in the nuts really hard or try to eye poke him, to get some revenge or at least try to just eye for an eye? I think that's bullshit. And I think Chael Sonnen said this as well. I mean, I think the only true way to stop this is you have to give like an immediate point if it's a pretty serious eye poke. Of course, sometimes like if you're kind of trying to push him away and the guy goes down and I finger scrapes the eye, like I see that happen sometimes. That's fine, but shit like this, there's no reason for his fingers. Like, why are his fingers like that? What is he trying to do there? I guess like parry a punch, but I don't know. That's really reckless. I guarantee you, if it was different, where if you're poking someone in the eye like that, right away you're getting a point off. And Dana, what did Dana say at the end? Oh, we've seen most of the time when people get poked in the eye, they continue. Okay, but I understand that, but that's still, you shouldn't be able to have. I always say this: you get one free eye poke, one free nut shot. So use it wisely. That's kind of what it seems like. No matter how bad the eye poke is, I almost never see a point off right away. So you probably get one free eye poke, and you could really fuck up your opponent uh, if you use it correctly, I guess. Uh, so I thought right away that should have been a point deduction. And then especially, I'm gonna show you this. Right when Henry took his 5 minutes, uh, Song comes in, and look at this. His eyes or his fingers. Oh, it's frozen. He's like sticking his fingers out. Look at that. Look at that. Nothing. Herzog's like mute. Doesn't say anything. That's fucking crazy. If I'm a ref and I see this whole fiasco and Henry has to take 5 minutes and the eye poke's really bad and there's this whole thing, we restart the fight and Song's running in. Oh my god, this app is look, and his fingers are outstretched like that. I'm stopping that. Timeout. I'm giving a point right away because it's obvious he did not learn his lesson. It's the same shit. That's the same way Henry got poked because he kind of ducked in and Song reached his hand out like that, and Henry got both his eyes fucked by the fingers. So if I'm seeing that, Song didn't learn his lesson. It's obvious. So you gotta take a point. Here's Henry talking with Jason Herzog, the ref, about it.
Because I've heard you now, and I completely agree, especially afterwards when it came with his fingers like this. Why didn't you then stop it and take a point immediately? And I think that's a very valid criticism and an adjustment that I probably should have made. Yeah, I think that you're a fair point.
You say these rules in the bag, Jason. I think that's what got.
Yeah, so Herzog literally said he probably should have taken a point. I agree. Yeah, and what Dana's saying again, I understand like it's kind of unfair if you accidentally poke someone in the eye. Like you shouldn't get a point taken off, but I mean, I don't know. Most eye pokes not on purpose, and that is not fair for if you get poked in the eye really bad and now you're fucked up the whole fight and nothing happens to the opponent. The only, like I said before, the only way to stop that, you got to give points out, and I guarantee you eye poke rate will go down drastically when you know you will actually get in trouble if you poke someone in the eye. Because we all know you get one free eye poke. And then I just wanted to show also, I do think Song Yadong actually missed weight. Kind of like the Khabib incident against, was it Gaethje or Poirier? One of those. Just look at the scale. This is Song Yadong weighing in. Look at it right there. Bouncing. I'll show a different angle.
To the scale, Song Yadong.
Look at it. Bouncing. Never really stops. And I'm going to compare it. Fluffy Hernandez. He had a really bad weight cut. He was like on antibiotics because he had staph, I think. So he had a really bad weight cut. So he was. He said he literally said he wasn't sure he's gonna make the weight. But let's look at his scale.
186 even.
Look, you don't hear the noise.
186 even.
Perfectly still. We go back to, here it is, Song's weighing. You can hear it bouncing.
136.
Up and down, never fully stops.
136.
I don't know about that. To me, that looked like it not. I don't think he made the weight. I don't really care that much, to be honest. I'm not one of those guys where, I'm not like I don't know how you'd say it, but I don't think it matters that much. You miss. I mean, it matters, but I'm fine with letting it slide. But I just want to point it out there. I mean, that's pretty interesting. I don't know. To conclude this video, there should be changes because no, Dana, you should not be getting off scotch-free with some shit like this because that's fucking crazy. Okay, maybe he didn't 100% want to poke him in the eye, but you can't just let that slide and nothing happen to you. That's crazy. And then after that, he runs in, same shit, same exact shit, nothing changes. Yes, Dana, just because this happens doesn't mean it's okay. Just because there's no intent, that's like saying, I mean, like, what, in a car crash or in a DUI, you don't obviously, if you kill someone, you don't intend to kill them. You still get in trouble for it. You still go to jail for multiple years. Obviously, it's not the same seriousness as this, but I don't know. Just because there's no intent doesn't mean you should get off scotch-free, is what I'm saying. But yeah, what do you guys think? Do you agree with me? And also, do you think Song missed the weight? I think that was a little sus. Oh, there's Melsick, but I don't know. What do you guys think?